G2A loot boxes pick a completely random game and give you huge discounts and up to 70%. Go to plus.g2a.com/r/rockinsummer for more info. Ho ho ho! I've been waiting for this one. Hey guys, Rocking Summer here, and this is the Oculus Quest. But before we get into that, check this out! Room edition? Seriously, I've added a little poster. This is the Oculus Quest. It's a $399 VR headset from Oculus. It's the sequel to the Oculus Go and the first true 6DoF standalone VR headset. Just in case you're not a genius like I am and you don't know what 6DoF is, basically it's you can move all of your head around like you can with the Oculus Quest, but you can also lean in, lean out. So now you have 6 degrees of freedom rather than just the 3. Hopefully that visual representation was enough, but that means that you get the full immersive experience. Now Oculus is still selling the Oculus Go, but they've rebranded it as a media-based standalone headset, ideal for watching films in VR and playing single-player small minigames. However, the Oculus Quest is now the big dog. This can play close to all Steam VR games, and it has an increasingly growing VR library with games that are exclusive to the device and aren't even on the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive. And you can take it wherever the hell you like. Now I just have to put this out there, playing Beat Saber outside is the best thing ever. That's right, Beat Saber on the go! Now unlike last year where I did an unboxing and I said that I was going to do an upcoming review and never did, this is a full-fledged review because I unboxed it a good few weeks ago because I really wanted to get acquainted with the device and understand how the whole Oculus ecosystem works, how it all works, and we're going to be going through that today. First, the setup, and thanks to Virtual Reality Oasis for the clips. Upon unboxing you find the actual Quest, a glasses spacer, a long USB-C cable, and a regional adapter. And don't forget your touch controllers because you need those to control the game. To begin setup, you have to download the Oculus app. It's available on pretty much all smartphones, so that means if you have a Nokia brick, sorry, but you won't be able to have your Oculus. The app on your phone will guide you through the setup, and once you've finished, you should have a completely ready Oculus Quest. You then draw out your play space. The play space is to stop you from bumping into anything that might be in your house, such as walls or ornaments. It then puts you into an experience called Oculus First Quest, which I won't get into now because I'm going to be doing a gameplay on that next week. Then you head into your virtual room, which doubles up as your main menu. You're now free to explore the wonders that VR has to offer and to download all of the games that you're going to be playing. By the way, games do not come at a cheap price. Yeah, the cheapest game you're probably going to get on this thing is about $10, and some of the really good games can cost up to $45, so this is kind of a bummer, especially after you just spent $400 on this console, and now you're going to have to pay roughly $30 a game as well. But anyway, here are some games I'd recommend. Beat Saber has you smashing through upcoming blocks with lightsabers in time to music. If you're a fan of old games like Guitar Hero for the Wii, I definitely recommend this. It does cost $29, but I think you get what you pay for in a very, very, very good game. In Super Hot VR, time only moves when you do, and your main objective is to kill the red men in various different ways. This one gets your adrenaline pumping, and it makes you really excited for the day ahead. Overall, it's a really fun game. Will get you ducking, leaning out the way, and overall prancing around your room. Again, the price tag is a bit meaty, but you definitely get what you pay for. When hit VR games are brought to mind, Job Simulator is often at the forefront of your thoughts. It's a really fun game based around the human society above overlord robots doing jobs for the robots. You can work as an office worker, gourmet chef and various others, and you can also go into the infinite overtime mode and work the night shift, which never ends. I smell an upcoming series which will be happening in the near future. Yum yum. A lot happens in Richie's Plank Experience, but all I'm going to tell you is that you're on a plank at the top of an elevator. Do you want to jump off? that's up to you. This is a really good game. It's quite reasonably priced at $14 and £11 for the UK people. So if you're in for a little surprise, get this one. Virtual reality has been ported to the Quest, with a few new updates too, such as a play space and 2 new clients. Unfortunately though, if you do have it on the Oculus Go, you will have to pay for it again, and pay about $5 or more, because I assume you're paying for the new features. And those are the games that I think you should start off with once you've first got your Quest. Especially if you're new to VR, it really gets you into the whole experience, especially with games like Richie's Plank and virtual reality. It really gets you indulged in what virtual reality really has to offer. And now I'd like to talk about the idea of casting and recording your Oculus Quest gameplay. You can cast your Oculus gameplay to a phone or tablet or Chromecast TV set. Currently there is no solution for PC casting, but I'm sure a third-party company will come along and sort that out in the near future. Unfortunately at the moment it does not cast game audio, so you have to connect your Oculus to some external speakers or headphones if you want to share your audio with other people. Unlike casting, when you record your Oculus Quest gameplay, it does not take up the whole screen, but rather just over half. When it comes to making YouTube videos, it doesn't really matter, as you can have half of the screen taken up by your face cam, just like I did with virtual reality on the Oculus Go. But if you opt not to show your face on YouTube, then this can be a little bit of a problem, as you can just end up with a small screen in the middle of a black background. I would really recommend not trying to stream with the Oculus Quest at the moment. The only options you have is Facebook Live. I have seen some people trying to screen record their Facebook Live with something like OBS so they can stream it to YouTube, but this really doesn't work and often results in quite a laggy and glitchy gameplay. So at the moment I would really recommend not trying to do that. There will probably never be an option to stream to YouTube, as it is made by Facebook and YouTube is a direct competitor to Facebook Live. And now I'm going to cut to me of 20 minutes ago so I can show you your way around the Quest. And the touch controllers, because they're important too. So I've got the Quest right in front of me here, and I'm going to do a little walkthrough of what it's like to actually have. The cameras on the top and bottom, here, and here, are used for the Oculus Insight tracking system. This is what allows you to draw out your play space. If we turn it around to the side, you can see that it doesn't only have one, but it also has 2 headphone jacks. The reason why this is because Oculus are developing their own headphones which utilise both headphone jacks. This is so you don't get tangled up with wires every time you step into the Quest. Personally, I don't think there is a need to use headphones when going into the Quest, as the built-in audio works pretty good already. If we turn the Quest round to its back, you can see the actual lenses. Unlike the Oculus Rift, which has a hard strap, and the Oculus Go, which has a fabric strap, this is sort of a middle way. It's hard to touch, but it has a sort of fabric which allows it to be stretched, so it can fit virtually every head size. The strap at the top can simply be adjusted by stretching and pulling the Oculus straps depending on how big your head is. I'm not going to do this now though, as it's already adjusted to my head size. Adjusting the head straps does not normally need to take place, as the head straps actually do come back like so. So the only reason why I can really see you needing to adjust the head straps is if you've got a longer head. But like so, it can be stretched back in order to put on, take off and adjust to different head sizes. The on button is on the left hand side, and the Oculus can be turned on just by holding like so. Over on the right you can see the USB-C cable used for charging and data transfer. If we turn it so it faces the bottom, you can see the focus slider and the volume buttons on the bottom right here. The volume and focus can be quite hard to adjust if you're already in VR, but it's quite simple to take off and adjust like so. Again, I'm not going to change the focus on my Oculus as it's already set to how I like it. But as an example, to change the focus, it will just move the eyepieces in and out closer to each other. Personally, I prefer changing the volume on the Oculus Go, where all the buttons are neatly placed at the top. There is nowhere near as many buttons, as the only functions you really need to perform are the on and the volume up and down. There is also no way to change the focus on the Oculus Go. But this video is not about the Oculus Go, but rather the Oculus Quest. The front is made of a hard plastic, whilst if you switch to the side you can see a nice fabric finish. All the plastic contained on the Quest is matte, so you won't be getting any horrible fingerprints. The fabric on the eyepiece feels a lot nicer than on the Oculus Go, although I still recommend getting a VR cover if you're going to be playing with a lot of other people. Now, moving on to the touch controllers.
Personally, I find these second generation touch controllers much easier and more ergonomic compared to the first generation. Although the hoops are on the top, which can be slightly annoying if you like to move your fingers around whilst playing. Although for me, I do not see any problem in this. They have two glossy finishes of the Oculus logo on the top, but I wouldn't worry about getting fingerprints on these as they are only small sized. What I would worry about though are the buttons themselves. The B, A, Y, X, grip and trigger buttons are all in a glossy finish and are very prone to fingerprints. If you're very fussy about fingerprints, then I recommend getting a skin for these. But overall, I don't really care and find using the touch controllers to be a very good experience. The material on the back feels very nice as it's a sort of soft plastic which feels very nice against your hands. The battery holders are actually quite hidden on the Oculus Quest touch controllers and they are magnetic so can be snapped back into place like this. They require one AA battery each and I recommend getting plus power batteries as they last longer and these do run out of battery quite quickly. If you want to save some money though, I definitely recommend getting some rechargeables. And that is the walkthrough of the Oculus Quest itself and the touch controllers. Let's head back to future me to discuss the rest of the system.
Okay, now for the question you've all been waiting for. Is it value for money? Well, in my personal opinion, it really depends on what sort of person you are. If you're more a media kid, then I'd personally recommend the Oculus Go. If you have a better PC, then I'd maybe consider going for a cheaper option like the HTC Vive or original Oculus Rift. Although if you're a gamer and you're all about the experience, the Oculus Quest is most certainly for you, and I'd always choose it above something like the Rift S, even if I did have a good PC, because I can take it around, share it with friends and enjoy it with others. But the one and only reason that I cannot see myself buying this headset is that it currently does not have Steam VR support. And there are third-party alternatives where you can stream Steam VR games over to your headset, but they're a little confusing and you need a really good Wi-Fi hotspot. I don't think we'll be seeing a first-party solution anytime soon, but a lot of the games from Steam VR have been ported over to the Quest via the Oculus Store. So it's really up to you whether you want to buy this, but I would 100% recommend, and the link will be down below. Also, another thing I'm doing now is I'm going to be listing all of the music that I use in my videos down below now, because I really think that I should start giving these people credit. Apart from my outro music, which I've already mentioned in the previous video, which is World Bowser by Kumu. If you have any music recommendations, please leave them down below, but bear in mind I tend to go for a more funk, jazz, or even video game remix approach. I also accept lo-fi stuff, just stuff that will feel chill in the background, and I don't want some dubstep song blaring in the background, as that would take people off of me. So yeah, see you in the next video. Hope you're having a good one, guys. Bye bye.